monsters arise at All Hallows Eve.
Ooh, yay!
B. Baby Bat brings a blueberry bagel.
Nom, 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 nom.
C. Crow carries candy corn. D.
Dracula draws a daring dragon. E.
Evil elf eats eyeballs.
F. Frankenstein's monster is frightened of fire. G. Ghost gives a gentleman goosebumps.
I say. Oh, dear.
H.
Headless horseman hunts in a haunted house. Whoa!
I.
Imp inspects insect ice cream.
J. Jack-o'-lantern juggles jars of jam.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hup, 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 hup.
K. Kraken eats kidney beans with ketchup. L.
Loch Ness monster licks a lollipop. Aye.
M. Mummy makes a magical muffin at midnight. N. Night owl nags his noisy neighbor. O. Ogre owns an orange owl. P. Phantom pops popcorn for the party. Q. Questing beast quivers quietly. R. Robot reads and roller skates. S. Skeleton sips spider soup. T.
Troll tastes terrible. double toast.
U. Unicorn uses an unusual umbrella. V. Vampire becomes a vegetarian. W. Witch waves her wand at a werewolf. X. Zana offers extra X-rays.
Huh?
Y.
Yeti yearns for a yummy yellow yogurt. Oh,
Z. Zombie zigzags through to Zombieland. Monster train.
If you're spooky and you know it, moan and groan. Float around and haunt the people in your home. Strap on skates, thump and bump, make your little brother jump. If you're spooky and you know it, moan and groan. If you're greedy and you know it, shout yo-ho. Dance a pirate jig until it's time to go. Wave your rusty trusty sword, order scallywags aboard. If you're greedy and you know it, shout yo-ho. If you're witchy and you know it, mix a brew. Throw some frog legs in your bush and icky poo. Cackle as the cauldron bubbles, add a taste of trolls and troubles. If you're witchy and you know it, mix a brew. If you're fiendish and you know it, flash a smile. Bare your pointed teeth and show some vampy style. Wrap your cloak above your chin, pull some tasty people in. If you're fiendish and you know it, flash a smile. If you're hairy and you know it, howl and growl. When the moon is full, it's time for you to prowl. As your prey comes into sight, snatch it quick and take a bite. If you're hairy and you know it, howl and growl. If you're sneaky and you know it, arch your back. Spread your claws to show you're ready to attack. Twitch your tail and screech meow, show the little kitties how. If you're sneaky and you know it, arch your back. If you're frightful and you know it, shake an arm while you're standing in a field out on a farm. If birds bug at your crop, wave at them until they stop. If you're frightful and you know it, shake an arm. If you're bony and you know it, touch your toes. You can bend and twist to strike a funny pose. Spread your arms and bend your knees, move in any way you please. If you're bony and you know it, touch your toes. If you're scary and you know it, stomp your feet as you meet up with your friends out on the street. Walk together door to door to get candy and lots more. If you're scary and you know it, trick or treat.
Trick or treat.
Happy Howloween! A canine pop-up treat. Bow, wow, wow. It's Halloween. What a doggone silly scene. Dogs do tricks to earn their treats. Up and down the spooky streets. Pooches prance on every stoop. A barking bee leaps through a hoop. A skinny hot dog scurries by, his pail of goodies swinging high. On silent paws, a ghost appears. Above the sheet, poke perky ears. A spooky puppy howls a tune, his nose upturned to face the moon. Pumpkins dash here and there, with glowing eyes that give a scare. A moaning mummy, wrapped up tight, stiffly stalks the autumn night. At last, the dogs have got their fill. They gather on a nearby hill. And then this silly canine crew yaps happy Howloween to you.
Halloween at the zoo. It's Halloween at the zoo. The elephants are ready. The hippos and tigers are too. The flamingos look spooky. The kangaroo needs her crew. The gorilla and monkeys dress alike. And the zebras give all their friends a fright. Trick-or-treating at the zoo gives them a chance to say boo. Happy Halloween!
Ghost afraid of the dark. One Halloween, and this tale is true, there once was a ghost, and his name was Boo. Boo carved pumpkins. He loved trick-or-treat. He liked to have fun and parade in the street. October nights should have been such a lark, but poor little Boo was afraid of the dark. Boo stamped his foot, he yowled, and he glared. It just wasn't right for a ghost to be scared. I need some help, he said with a groan. It's really too hard to be brave on my own. So he decided to go visit a few friends. Boo went to see Witch, who was stirring a spell. She gazed in her cauldron and breathed in its smell. I can't work by day. I make such a stink. It's better when people are sleeping, I think. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Make spells with me until it gets light. Boo went to see Frank, who was having a ball. He skipped and he boogied all down the hall. I can't dance by day. People would giggle. But when it gets late, I just want to wiggle. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Dance here with me until it gets light. Dracula's house was only next door. When Drac swished his cape, his feet left the floor. I can soar by day. There's no fun in that. The night is the time I turn into a bat. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Come fly with me until it gets light. Werewolf was waiting, bushy and hairy. He didn't think that the darkness was scary. I can't howl by day. It's really too soon. I need to stand in the glow of the moon. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Shout out with me until it gets light. Last, Boo saw Mummy, all ready to go, wrapped up in white from his head to his toe.
I can't walk by day.
with bandages trailing. People would trip, and then they'd start wailing. The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Dress up with me until it gets light.
Boo floated home, his face full of smiles. This was the best time that he'd had by miles. The dark is my friend. I don't fear the night. I had so much fun until it got light. It was my buddies that helped me to see. I'll throw them a party. A thank you from me. Boo closed the drapes, the house filled with gloom. He needed darkness for his party room. All of that day, he prepared for the eve, hiding all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. Along came the chums that Boo wanted to thank. Witch, Mummy, Drac, and then Werewolf and Frank. "Hey!" shouted Boo as he opened the door. "Let's stay up late. This is no time to snore." The dark is our friend. Don't fear the night. Party with me until it gets light. Boo and his pals had a spooky old time with cobwebs and candy and pumpkins and slime. They made stinky potions. They learned how to fly. They dressed up in rags and they howled to the sky. The night was a hit, packed with wonder and thrills. Then Frank put on music and showed off his skills. The glitter ball turned and the beat sounded thumpy. Boo's feet were skippy and twirly and jumpy. The monsters clapped and sang "Hey Diddle Diddle." And there was young Boo dancing right in the middle. He got faster and faster. It was quite a show. Then all of a sudden, Boo started to glow. What a magical sight that little ghost made, shining and glowing in every shade. The rhythm was fun, and the music was loud. But darkness had helped him stand out from the crowd. Being brave was not easy for scared little Boo, but he gave it a try, and look what he could do. Boo hadn't known. He'd never had warning. The little ghost shimmered until it was morning. And when it got time for the party to close, Boo gave a yawn and got ready to doze. The dark is the best. I love the night. Now let's snuggle up, 'cause here comes the light. Monster, Be good. Don't be scared. You are in charge of the monsters. If you tell them how to behave, they will listen. If a monster is noisy, whisper in its ear. Be quiet. If a monster is hungry, give it a fork and a spoon and say, chew your food. If a monster is selfish, say, take turns. If a monster is mean, walk away and say, goodbye. If a monster scares you, scare it back and say, boo! If a monster makes a mess, say, clean up. If a monster is wild, give it a timeout and say, sit still. If a monster is tired and grumpy, send it to bed and say, go to sleep. And if the monster asks nicely, kiss it and say, good night. Monster needs one more. This hungry monster says, I have one cookie. I need one more. Another cookie to chew. One, two. I had one. Now I have two. This not-so-happy monster says, I have two balloons. I need one more. Another balloon just for me. One, two, three. I had two. Now I have three. This grumpy monster says, I have 3 apples. I must have one more. Another apple. Here's one more. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I had 3, now I have 4.
This sad monster says, "Whoa! I have 4 beach balls. I need 1 more." Whoa! Another beach ball. Like the water? Can you dive? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 4. Now I have 5. This grabby monster says,
I have 5 strawberries. I need 1 more. Another berry. Good for licks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I had 5. Now I have 6.
This grouchy monster says, I have 6 crackers. I need 1 more. So many crackers. 8, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I had 6. Now I have 7. This candy-loving monster says, I have 7 jelly beans. I need 1 more.
Lots of jelly beans. Isn't that great?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I had 7. Now I have 8.
This sleepy monster says, I have 8 teddy bears. I need 1 more. A gold bear. That's so fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 8. Now I have 9. Then this sleepy monster says, I have 9 goodnight kisses. I want more. More. Mama, kiss me again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. had 9. Now I have 10. I'm cozy. I'm snug. Now all I need is one big hug. I just need one more.
Bear in underwear. Goodnight underwear. In a great green forest, there was a little cabin and a nice campsite and a campfire. And there were 7 friends in underwear. And 7 mats for sleeping there. And 7 pillows on the beds for 7 friends to rest their heads. And 7 flashlights on the ground for 7 friends circling round. And spray for ticks. And marshmallows on sticks. And a bear in underwear, good at tricks. Goodnight, pillow fight. Goodnight, mosquito bites. Ouch! Goodnight, frights. Goodnight, lights. Every friend is tucked in tight. It should be a quiet night. Hello, owls. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Hello, doves. Coo, coo, coo. Hello, mice running by. Hello, ouch, bug in the eye. Hello, lump under bear's back. Hello, frog in bear's sack. Hello, itches. Hello, twitches. Hello, dark shadows. And what's that sound?
Let's make a run for it!
Grab the stuff!
Hello, scary thunder and rain pouring down. I'm soaked. Hello, dry cabin with friends together. Hello, safe from stormy weather. Goodnight glitches, goodnight twitches, and lots of little itches. Goodnight moon. Goodnight raccoon.
Good night, peepers. Good night, sleepers. Good night, little house. Good night, little mouse. Good night, dimming lights. Good night, nighttime frights. Good night to undies, mighty fine. They are drying on the line. Good night to an underwearing bear. Good night, underwear.
Mouse Mystery. Chapter 1. Who's there? Late at night, Mouse heard a sigh. Then a scratch. Then a scrape. Then an odd little cry. She looked in the closet and behind the door. She looked in the cupboard. She looked in the drawer. She checked very carefully under the chair. "It must be a ghost," said Mouse. "Who's there?" Chapter 2. A Plan. The next day, Mouse told her friends about the sounds in the night. "You need a trap," said Wren. "Woohoo!" "I'll spin a web," said Spider. "With any luck, the ghost will get stuck." Bunny said, "I'll bring peas to spread on the floor. The ghost will trip or maybe slip." "Turn out your lights so the ghost cannot see," said Mole helpfully. "It won't work," said Goat. "Woohoo!" Chapter 3. Setting the Trap. So that night, Mouse hung the web, spread the peas, and turned out the light. And late that night, Mouse heard a sigh. Then a scratch. Then a scrape. Then an odd little cry. Mouse hopped out of bed, excited to see what she had caught. Ooh! But she slipped on a pea. Ooh! She fell into the web and got stuck like a fly. "This plan does not work," said Mouse with a sigh. Chapter 4. A New Plan. I told you so, said Goat the next day. For catching a ghost, that's not the way. Then tell us what is, Mouse said to Goat. Please. Of course, said Goat. The best way is cheese. Chapter 5. Catching the Ghost. So that night, Mouse put cheese on the table and behind the door and under the chair on her shiny new floor. Then she hid in the closet, as quiet as a mouse, and perked up her ears to the sounds in her house. And she heard nibble, 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 slurp, slipper, slapper, slobber, burp. Chapter 6. Caught. Mouse switched on the light. There in her house was the skinniest, scraggliest, scruffy young mouse. His coat was all matted. He had a black eye. His whiskers were sticky. Miss Mouse said, "Oh, my!" "Please, miss," said the mouse, "don't send me away. I don't have a home. If you let me stay, I'll wash your windows and scrub your floors and make your bed and paint your doors and..." "Calm down," said Miss Mouse. "Of course you can stay. When you've had a bath. What's your name, anyway?" "Malachi Gimcrack," he said. "Call me Mac." Chapter 7. A Happy Ending. Such a snug little house for two mice together. In rain and in shine, in all kinds of weather. Old friends and new friends come over to play. And this mystery ends with a party. Hooray! Put it on crackers. Put it on bread. Cheese goes best with friends, Goat said. The end.
Lil Poo by Jonathan Sundy. Where am I? Here's a trail. Maybe it will lead me home. Is this my home? No, this nest is too small. Is this my home? No, this cave is too big. Is this my home? No, this sand is too hot. Oh, is this my home? No, the snow is too cold. Whoops! Too slick. Too sticky. Ouch! Too prickly. This stinks. Where is my home? Hi, Lil Poo. You're a long way from the potty. Huh? You know where I live? Wipe away that frown and follow me down. Let's roll! My home! It's so shiny! I'm scared. What do I do? Hop in and I'll pull the lever. Welcome to the party! This is my home!
I am not scared. I am not scared.
I am not scared.
You are scared.
I am not scared. Are you?
No, I am brave. This will be fun. You look scared.
Well, maybe a little.
Don't worry. There are much scarier things than this.
Like what?
Like snakes,
Snakes?
Yes, they are scary. Or what about a tub of hairy spiders?
Now that is scary.
Or a pit of hot lava.
A pan of fried ants.
An alien with pink eyes and furry teeth.
A roller coaster.
With a snake!
Let's be scared together.
Okay.
Now that was scary.
The scariest. Huh? Huh?
We are
The wall in the middle of the book. There's a wall in the middle of the book. And it's a good thing. The wall protects this side of the book from the other side of the book. This side of the book is safe. The other side is not. But the most dangerous thing on the other side of the book is the ogre. If the ogre ever caught me, he'd eat me up. That's why I'm glad there's a wall in the middle of the book and that I'm on this side of it. Huh? Wait a second. What's going on? This is not supposed to happen on this side of the wall. Wow! Thank you so much! Oh no! I'm on the other side of the book. And you're the ogre who's going to eat me up. Ha ha ha. I'm actually a nice ogre. And this side of the book is fantastic. Come on. I'll show you around. Hey, ogre, wait for me.
Who is Boo? And is a Norbook? Is Norb. Where are you? I'm digging for unicorn horns in the yard, but I just hit a thingamajig, and it's hard. Ooh. What an amazing, mysterious box. Look at the front. There's a name on the lock. Who is Boo? Let's go find out. We'll ask if our neighbors have seen him about. Hey there, Hugh. Who is Boo?
Boo's a good bloke. Just ask Mopoke.
Who is Boo?
Boo's a hurried, blurry fellow. What's the rush? I think he's yellow.
Who is Boo?
Boo is huge and midnight blue. I heard he chomped a tree in two.
Who is Boo?
Oh, he's a sweet wee lad, and we never once quarreled. He might be the dearest in the whole wide world.
Who is Boo?
Boo's a filthy, foul fiend. He reeks of feet, and his teeth are green.
Boo's a musty, crusty lout. His shouts will blast your eardrums out.
He lives by the brook?
Quiet down, you scurvy dogs. You're louder than a herd of hogs. Boo would barbecue you two and use your spleens to make a stew. He's red as rage, with claws galore and jaws the size of dinosaurs. Don't become the adorable feast of that deplorable, horrible beast.
What should we do? Let's go say hi. I'm scared of Boo. Let's meet the guy.
Who are you?
Is this your old box? We don't mean to bug you. Holy socks! He's going to... hug you?
This beat-up box means lots to me. Please come in for snacks and tea.
We heard so much gossip, but now we can see. You're nothing like what we imagined you'd be.
Fears can be clouds that fog up your view. And not every story and rumor is true. I'm usually fun, but sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm sweet, and sometimes I'm mad. I'm red and green and orange and blue, a swirl of many things, like you. I am Boo, and I'm one of a kind. Get to know me yourself and see what you find.
We like you, Boo.
I like you too. Wow, it was fun to meet you guys. Before you head home, I have a surprise. I know it's not much, but I thought you might like this sparkly, magical, silver white spike. Ow.
The end.
Little sock. Little sock lives in a drawer. Little sock gets worn. Little sock gets dirty. Ugh. And little sock gets washed. For little sock, every day is the same. All the other socks seem happy. But little sock dreams of something different. He has heard of a magical place called Sock City, where every day is a new adventure. The only way to get to Sock City is through a secret tunnel in the back of the dryer. Late one night, Little Sock sneaks out of the drawer and climbs into the tunnel. The tunnel is very dark and very scary. But Little Sock is brave. Finally, he sees a light at the end of the tunnel. Oh. There it is! Sock City! Everywhere Little Sock looks, he sees something new and exciting. There are big socks.
No.
And tiny socks.
Oh.
New socks.
Oh, hello.
Old socks.
Oh, hello.
Sporty socks. Striped socks. Polka dot socks.
Hey!
And even snowy socks. Oh, yeah! So many different socks doing different things. Every day is a new adventure. Little Sock had the best time in Sock City. He can't wait to go back again. Maybe bring a friend. Oh, let's go!
Louise and Tabitha. Louise was a cat about town. Dashing, charming, perfectly suave. He lived, unofficially, at the fire station and had, since a daring rescue involving a very small Louise, a very shrill smoke alarm, and a very tall house. His tail still had the scorch marks. Louise liked to go visiting, as society cats do. Sometimes he'd travel in the fire truck. Everywhere he went, Louise was welcomed with open arms and leftovers. One night, after too much catnip and too many sardines, Louise was making his rounds when he took a wrong turn. He climbed a wall and saw Tabitha. Elegant, silky, perfectly sophisticated. Louise stopped. Tabitha stared. It was love. Love from afar. Love under the spotlight of the moon. Love thwarted by a thick glass door. And by Tabitha's owner. "Shoo!" she cried. "Shoo!" Louise shooed, but he wasn't done. The next morning, Tabitha stared out at a vast bouquet of sardine tins and twine and feathers. Louise smiled. Tabitha smiled. Tabitha's owner did not smile. "Shoo!" she cried. "Shoo!" Louise shooed, but he wasn't done. The next day, he brought mice. The day after that, he brought pigeons. And after that, balloons, which is not easy when you're a cat. Each day, Louise and Tabitha stared into each other's eyes until Tabitha's owner chased Luis away. Luis needed advice. He asked his friends over a bowl of cream. "You're an outside cat," said Mr. Pickles. "And you need to be an inside cat," said Socks. "Or at least look like one," said One-Eyed Winky. Luis had an idea. The next day, Luis showed up at Tabitha's door once more. Luis smiled. Tabitha smiled. Tabitha's owner clutched her hands to her heart and opened the door. Luis was inside, where everything was soft and warm and scratchable. And Luis and Tabitha were inseparable. Until the doorbell rang. "Is this him?" "That's him." And Luis and Tabitha were thwarted by the thick glass door once more. Luis had a new home and a new name and a new owner. And all the sardines and cheese he could eat. But all he wanted was Tabitha. And all Tabitha wanted was Luis. It was love, love from afar. Love from far too afar. Then the doorbell rang. "Is this him?" "That's him!" "And that's not him." And Luis was a cat about town once more. Luis needed advice. He asked his friends over a bowl of cream. "You're an outside cat," said Mr. Pickles. "And she's an inside cat," said Socks. "And that's just the way it is," said One-Eyed Winky. So Luis went visiting, as society cats do. He went visiting all across town. Everywhere he went, he was welcomed with open arms and leftovers. And everywhere he went, Tabitha wasn't. Until one night, Luis was riding in the fire truck when his tail began to tingle. Luis saw Tabitha, elegant, silky, perfectly sophisticated, and in terrible danger. The sirens began to wail. "Everyone, outside!" cried the firefighters. The crowd was a cloud of arms and shrieks as it gathered on the corner. But there was no Tabitha. And suddenly, there was no Luis. The crowd waited and worried and fretted. Finally, the gray parted, and from it emerged Luis and Tabitha, leading Tabitha's owner. The crowd cheered. Tabitha's owner plopped down on the curb and clutched her hands to her heart. She looked at Luis and Tabitha and smiled. The cat show judge placed a blue ribbon on Tabitha, and the firefighters placed a gold medal on Luis and declared them both perfectly heroic. Luis was back inside, where everything was soft and warm and scratchable. And Luis and Tabitha were inseparable.
Who's that cat? Peeping from a cardboard box. Nestling warm in borrowed socks. Blue ones, red ones, socks with spots. Long ones, short ones, lots and lots. Who's that cat? Practicing for great escapes, swinging on the window drapes. Backwards, forwards, oh, what fun! Circus antics in the sun. Who's that cat? Making friends, a fishy bunch. Taking someone out for lunch. Eyes like saucers, paws so wet. Empty tummy, no food yet. Who's that cat? Unwinding paper by the mile. Playing dress-up bathroom style. Bottles roll and spill and bubble. Piles of mess spell lots of trouble. Who's that cat? Runway walking tippy-toe, smashing faces down below. Oops! There goes a china cup, left for others to clean up. Who's that cat? Sharpening those claws with care, scratching marks all down the chair. Up and down to keep nails nice, ready for those birds and mice. Who's that cat? Feeling famished, cannot wait. Stealing supper from the plate. Whiskers twitch, a sniff, a lick. Out the cat door, double quick. Who's that cat? Climbing high can be. Getting stuck up in a tree. Help is coming. Just sit pretty. Cat's eye view across the city. Who's that cat? Hissing, growling, keeping guard, caterwauling in the yard. Beat it, Rover, out for good. Wakes up all the neighborhood.
that cat? Sorting through the garbage can? Pouncing on the poor mailman? Dirty footprints on the car. Favorite thing to do by far. Who's that cat? Snoozing in the kitchen sink. Lapping up a cooling drink. Papers, flowers, chewed to shreds, strewn about the garden beds. Who's that cat? Curling cozy in a lap, stretching, ready for a nap. Hugs and cuddles, softest fur, snuggle tight and purr, purr, purr. That's my cat.
Goldilocks, written by Leslie Falconer, pictures by Chris Lynch. Goldilocks loved Baby Bear. They did everything together. They ate snacks. They read books. They played hide and seek. They did everything together. Everything, that is, except clean up. One day, Baby Bear disappeared. Goldilocks looked everywhere, but everywhere was a big mess. It was a mess on the table. It was a mess on the chair. It was a mess on her bed. Goldilocks cried herself to sleep. Her bear was lost. "I have to find Baby Bear," Goldilocks said, as she ran into the dark woods of her dream. She came upon a cottage built into the trunk of a great oak tree. The door was open. Maybe Baby Bear was inside. So Goldilocks peeked inside and saw a mess. Even if Baby Bear was here, she would never be able to find him. So she set about tidying up the cottage. She started with a pile of dirty dishes on the table. Goldilocks quickly washed the dishes and set them nicely back onto the table. Then she organized the rest of the room, all the while hoping she might find Baby Bear. Just as she finished, she saw a mess of books stacked on 3 chairs. There were so many books on the smallest chair that it had fallen apart. Goldilocks fixed the small chair, and then she put the books neatly away. Still, she did not find her bear. As Goldilocks looked up from the books, she saw a long, mysterious staircase. She wondered what was at the top. Could Baby Bear be up there? She tiptoed up the stairs and saw another mess. Blankets, pillows, and clothes were all over the floor. Maybe Baby Bear was here, but she could not see him. So Goldilocks shook out the blankets and carefully made the beds. Next, she fluffed the pillows until they were as soft as clouds. And finally, she put the clothes away. Exhausted from cleaning, Goldilocks decided to take a little nap. As she was sleeping, 3 bears arrived home from a day of picking berries. Someone's been washing my dirty dishes, exclaimed Papa Bear. Someone's been washing my dirty dishes too, said Mama Bear. Someone's been washing my dirty dishes and nicely set the table, said Baby Bear. The bears clapped their paws in happiness. And look, said Papa Bear, someone has been cleaning up the books on my chair. Someone's been cleaning up the books on my chair too, said Mama Bear. Someone's been cleaning up the books on my chair and even fixed the broken leg, said Baby Bear. Baby Bear jumped into his chair with a big smile. But the bears were confused. Who had cleaned up their mess? When they noticed that their bedroom door upstairs was open, they decided to investigate. They bumbled up the stairs, and Papa Bear exclaimed, "Someone's been folding the blankets on my bed." "Someone's been folding the blankets on my bed too," said Mama Bear. "Someone's been folding the blankets on my bed and is sleeping on my pillow right now," exclaimed Baby Bear. Just then, Goldilocks woke up and saw Baby Bear.
The road not taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. And sorry I could not travel both and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair. And having perhaps the better claim because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though, as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay. In leaves, no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet, knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by. And that has made all the difference.
At the stroke of good night, a dreaming dog, a purring cat, a bird on a limb, a mouse on a mat. The evening glows in the twilight, and all is quiet at the stroke of good night. A creak on the stair, a drip in the sink, a foot on the floor, a glass with a clink, everything's still and everything's right, and all is quiet at the stroke of good night. A crooning raccoon, a squirrel on the lawn, the faint rustle of leaves from the doe and her fawn, a little bear cub bathes in moonlight, and all is quiet at the stroke of good night. A calf in the barn, a sheep in her stall, a colt casts a shadow on the weathered wall, a hen warms her eggs, rooster waits for first light, and all is quiet at the stroke of good night. But where is baby? With the colt? Or the cow? With the fawn? Or the sow? On the tractor? With a plow? There she is. little one tucked in with dreams in her eyes. A gentle hand turns out the light. And all is quiet at the stroke of good night.
If you don't have Vooks, then what are you waiting for? Vooks is kids safe, it has storybooks that are brought to life, and third, it's fun. I like to read books about fantasy and love. I tell other kids to get books because it's full of stories and laughter. I'll read it on the go, in a car, in a plane, even in a train. I've never been on a train. Don't wait around. Ask your grown-up to download Vooks now. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks for watching. For more stories, try the Vooks app for free today.